welcome to the first of what I hope to be many broadcasts, where I like to call them dad chat discussions, and they'll be on anything from off-roading, camping, fishing, and one of my favorite topics, playing hockey. I might even throw in some home renovation and some cooking in there too. But today, I want to talk about these things and what to do with them when you're on trail. So I got into off-roading a few years ago, and I've got my rig built up pretty nice, and I installed CB, and for a while that was great. I grew up with CB. It's simple. As long as you tune your antenna, it usually works like a charm. Well, then COVID happened, and a lot of people started building out their rigs, but they weren't putting CBs in anymore, and a lot of folks started adapting to handheld portables, ham radios, things like that. Now, I will admit, these things are great on trail. There's just nowhere to put them. You can't clip them to your shirt. You know, there's nowhere to clip them in the car. I still have my CB installed, and you'll see that here in a later clip. But, you know, what do you do with the darn radio? So I have, and I'm endorsing them because I like them, not because they pay me, but Bullet Point Solutions. So far, the products I've used from them have been really good. And so I experimented a bit, and I, got one of their expandable phone holders to try and put my radio in, and yeah, no, it doesn't work. So, aside from, drilling into the dash and trying to do something, or, fabricating from scratch my own mount to put on the Bullet Point arm, there wasn't much out there. Well, a couple days ago, Bullet Point sent me an email. It just introduced a holder for handheld radios. Now, what they show in the picture isn't necessarily this rugged radio that I have, but I wanted to give it a try. So I went ahead and I pressed order. They're like on speed dial with my shopping app. And this little puppy arrived today. So I want to try it out. And we're going to mount this in my Jeep, and we're going to see how it works. Now, at first glance, there's not much to it. Nice little piece of metal. Got a little place to put the clip. And then, of course, you have the ball on the back. Now, that ball mounts to one of these fancy looking arms. And I've already got one in the Jeep that's mounted to one of these expandable phone holders. We're going to remove that, and we're going to put this on it. But, initial testing is, I take the radio, I put it into the holder here, it clips into place. Not too bad. Now, the trick here is, see how I had to pinch the strap in there? Now, if I pull that strap out, that's going to get a little bit annoying on trail. So even when aired down, that's still going to shake a lot. So once we get this thing installed, I think we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try one of these. So this is just a simple old felt pad for putting on your furniture, so you can slide it around on your hardwood floor. And you can buy these suckers in bulk at Home Depot, or Lowe's maybe is where I got it. These are from Everbuilt, felt tabs. Now, I didn't stick it on here yet because I wanted to save it for this video, but if you squeeze it into the back here and you clip the radio on, looks like that's going to solve the problem. So first, we're going to mount this in the Jeep, and we're going to put the radio on there without it, do the shake test, and we'll put this handy dandy little felt pad on there and see if that makes it easy to take it off and on. Now, on the trail, I also have on the side here, you plug in a hand mic, and may or may not use that. It depends on the ease of getting this thing in and out of the holder. Right now, I want to get away from where I have it sitting on the dash, where it can slide out the door one way or the other, or it keeps bouncing off and falling in my lap. or I gotta clip it onto my shirt and stretch out the neck, what have you. We want the antenna up in some way, shape, or fashion, and we're gonna see if we can accomplish that. So, come with a journey to me outside, and we're gonna install this in my Jeep. All right, we're out here at the rig, so we're gonna get inside here and we're gonna install this thing, and we're gonna see how it holds up, and just enjoy the show. All right, so we're inside the rig now, and if folks like this, sometime I'll do a video where we actually go over what I've done to this Jeep. This is a 2020 JLU. So far I've loved this thing, and we've done quite a few nice modifications to it. So all right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just simply going to remove this piece, and we're going to install this piece. And as I had mentioned before, you can see I have the Cobra radio installed. It works great. So you have the handheld unit, and it plugs into a unit that's hidden back up underneath everything. So I can uninstall this by unscrewing it and locking it away, or taking it with me. I don't have to worry about anybody stealing it. We have it attached to a really nice Fire Stick antenna. And the key to CB radio is making sure you have a fairly decent tuned antenna. It's not a very hard process. You buy a tuner, you climb up on a ladder, you make your adjustments until it's just oh so right, and CB works great. One problem we have here in Virginia is we have a lot of highways and a lot of trucker traffic, and we tend to get what I like to call the story fellers, who get on the CB and just talk and talk and talk and talk, whether anyone's listening to them or not. So with these, we don't have that much of a problem. All right, so you can see that installation was pretty quick and easy. So now for the test. It works, but like I said, we got a little bit of noise there. So back to the felt pad. I trimmed it up a little bit here because they come in a big pack. All right, I'm just gonna press that on there. So the radio locks into place. And now we have no shaking, no noise. Voila, it works like a charm. So if we want to leave it in place, we can pull out the handheld mic, and I believe it goes the other way here. And if you really wanted to, you could, replace that with this. Maybe I would suggest putting on a different clip, but you can utilize it that way if you want to. I also have a charger that goes into the USB port that continues to charge the battery. These things last all day on trail. I've never had any issues. So maybe if you're doing some overland travel where you're going to be going multiple days at the same time, I haven't done a lot of that yet. Most of my travel has been, I like to go to a place called the Cove Campground for the big dogs off-roading events, and we home base with our campsite. So we go wheel all day, we come back to the campsite and socialize, tell stories, have a few drinks, sit by the campfire, sleep for the night, and then we go do it all again the next day. So but the overlanding types, they might be a little bit more interested in maintaining a charge with this as they roll along. Plus they're usually sleeping in their rig or on top of their rig. But there you have it. The Bullet Point Solutions mount does work on a rugged radio. It works pretty well. When you dismount the vehicle, just pull it out and go. I'm going to be going to the Big Dog Summer Slam this weekend to test this thing out and see how it does. So I'll try and catch some footage and do a follow-up video on this. Thank you very much. Right, so there you have it. A quick and easy install with the bullet point mounting solutions holder for handheld radios. Very quick install if you've already got the kit installed. I will cover in a later video the magnetic phone holder. I've been very impressed with how that works, but that wasn't what today's video is about. So thank you for watching. If you like the content, please click subscribe below. I will also put some links to bullet point solutions and the things that I talked about, so that you can easily find them and make your own decision whether you want to purchase it or not. And a huge shout out to my nonprofit organization, the Loudoun County Heroes Hockey. So what we do is we're a nonprofit organization that collects funds to help mitigate the costs for first responders and veterans to play the sport of ice hockey. It's a great chance for these folks to get together and experience camaraderie outside of the workplace or after they have left the military service, and they get to go out and play hockey, and we help make that happen. So if you want to donate, I'll also put that link below. Again, that's for the Loudoun County Heroes Hockey. Thank you very much, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you back soon.